Welcome to Raw Take, everyone, the lifeline to your unfiltered media experience. I'm your host, Gion Thomas, and before we get into the show today, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any uploads.
Members of the jury, I will now read the verdicts as they will appear in the permanent records of the 4th Judicial District. State of Minnesota, County of Hennepin, District Court, 4th Judicial District. State of Minnesota Plaintiff versus Derek Michael Chauvin, Defendant. Verdict, Count 1. Court file number 27, CR 20-12646. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to Count 1, unintentional second-degree murder while committing a felony, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April 2021 at 1:44 p.m. Signed, Juror Foreperson, Juror number 19. Same caption, verdict Count 2. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to Count 2, third-degree murder, perpetrating an eminently dangerous act, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April 2021 at 1:45 p.m. Signed by Jury Foreperson, Juror number 19. Same caption, verdict Count 3. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to Count 3, second-degree manslaughter, culpable negligence, creating an unreasonable risk, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April 2021 at 1:45 p.m. Jury Foreperson 019.
Derek Chauvin has been found guilty in the murder of George Floyd. But is this some real cause to be celebrated? I mean, it was a year ago we watched Derek Chauvin on camera for about 9 minutes kneel on this man's neck. And it took a year and 4 weeks of a trial to say this man is guilty when we all saw it with our eyes on camera. Not to mention, since then we've had a bunch of other black and brown people get just shot and unjustly killed by the cops. And I just see so many people celebrating. And you can't celebrate accountability when he's just being held accountable for what he did. And I understand people are happy, and I know it's human nature to celebrate, but I honestly feel like we're celebrating way too early. What people do not understand, this is a small step in the right direction. Just a tiny, minuscule step. I mean, like I said before, we watched this man kill this dude on camera, and it took a year to get a guilty verdict. How asinine is that? It's just the low standards that we are holding, that we hold our whole entire system to. It's just completely backwards. I mean, just less than 10 miles away from where George Floyd was killed, Dante Wright was shot and murdered. So this is exactly what I'm saying. This is a small step in the right direction. I mean, Derek Chauvin should have been this should have been wrapped up over a year ago. And still we have people celebrating. We have Nancy Pelosi saying, "Thank you, George Floyd."
We saw it happen, and thank God the jury validated what we saw. So again, thank you, George Floyd, for sacrificing your life for justice.
What? That's crazy. What? Thank you, George Floyd. Thank you, George Floyd, for dying. This was for justice. No, I'm pretty sure his family wants him there. I'm pretty sure. I mean, he did not get any justice. This is not no real justice. He died. We have to do something to our police system. I don't care what you call it. Reform the police, defund the police. Something needs to be done. And just on this day of the Derek Chauvin verdict, we have a 15-year-old girl who was gunned down by a cop because she had a knife in her hand. And yes, she was attacking people, but why was this cop's first instinct to gun her down? I mean, like, dude, you couldn't try and do some tactical maneuvers? Pepper spray, taser gun. She's a child. She's a teenager. But your first instinct was to gun her down.
Don't have my niece go out like that. You ain't gonna have her go out like that. Either you report the truth or don't report nothing. Okay? She was a good kid. She was loving. She deserved to die like a dog on the street.
This is the problem. We have a whole issue with the whole culture of policing in this country. The whole system of policing in this country is flawed. They are taught to go out there and shoot first, ask questions later. And black and brown people are the ones who suffer from that the most. It's evident and it's clear as day. So, I mean, a 15-year-old shot like a dog in the street. I mean, there was multiple cops. Y'all could have ran up on her. I mean, tased her. I mean, hell, y'all got baton guns, pepper spray. Jesus Christ, but your first instinct was to shoot her, kill her. This is how the cops think. Cause you got cowards with badges. At the end of the day, you got cowards with badges. And you got people celebrating all of this. This is not something I understand. And yes, you know, this is good for the George Floyd family, but this does not overall stop how corrupt our system of policing is, how flawed our system of policing is. It doesn't do anything to fix that. We need a revolutionary change in policing, in the way we do policing here in America. It has to be done. Because on the same day that you thought you got justice, another black girl, a black child was gunned down. So no, we didn't get justice. This is a drop. This is just, Jesus Christ. And I just, what are you going to do with this energy? What are you going to do? Young people, like, you're out there protesting. What are you going to do next? Because us protesting is not doing anything. We got to protest, we got to organize, and we got to participate in this broken down system. That is how you fix it. That's exactly what you got to do. You got to take that energy. You're activists now. You're out there in the streets. Now you got to start doing stuff with policy. You got to start fighting for some of these policies. And yes, I know a lot of us are doing it, but we got to get in office. We got to organize. We got to organize across state lines. We gotta do better. We gotta continue to progress. We gotta continue to fight, because ain't no one coming to save us. And the cops are out there killing us. So what are we gonna do? How are we gonna fight back? We can't fight back with guns. They got more guns than us. So we gotta use the system in place to take them down. That's what we gotta do. Man. Ma'Khia Bryant. That's her name. Ma'Khia Bryant. 15 years old. Gunned down. Shot in the chest 4 times. You had 3 or 4 cops on the scene. And they couldn't reprimand her. They couldn't try and hold her down. They couldn't do nothing. Your first instinct was to just pull out your gun and shoot her. And you got people saying we got justice. And we still got the same broken down system in place. But we got justice. We got Adam Toledo dead. We got Breonna Taylor didn't get no justice. Sandra Bland didn't get no justice. But we get one verdict for George Floyd case, and now, now we got justice. We ain't got justice. Come on, y'all. Don't play yourselves. Don't play yourself. We got more work to do. We got more organizing. We got more protesting. And we got to participate in this broken system, like I keep saying. That is the only way we are going to fix it, is by getting involved and by also protesting with our dollars and protesting with our eyes. I mean, it's just a long list of stuff we got to do. And we gotta this, and they said this girl called the police. She called the police. You need mental health servants going out there. That's part of defunding the police. Breaking the police up into 3 different entities. Demilitarizing the police. Having the police go through certain situational trainings so their first instinct isn't to kill. That's what demilitarizing the police. That's what part of defund the police is. I don't care what you call it. Like I said earlier in the video, I don't care what you call it. Reform the police, defund the police, hold the police accountable. Whatever you want to call it, we need some change because people are dying. Y'all worried about a name, but we got people dying. Policy is about the policy. I don't know. We ain't getting no real justice.
Micaiah was named after a male prophet in the Bible. She was a very loving, peaceful little girl. She was 16 years old. She was an honor roll student. And Micaiah had a motherly nature about her. She promoted peace. And that's something that I want to always be remembered.
You feel, however, that we're making progress in this country and worldwide?
No. I will never say that progress is being made. If you stick a knife in my back 9 inches and pull it out 6 inches, there's no progress. You pull it all the way out, that's not progress. The progress is healing the wound that the blow made. They won't even admit the knife is there.